Hello and welcome back to episode 30 of Shadowhome. Today is a very exciting day because we're going to go for a couple of risky things. For one, I will finally erase the last strip of blocks here on that courtyard. So this will definitely be a exciting moment in the history of this place. And yeah, we're going to see how things will play out in the long run. So yeah, and this is how these things happen, right? Because it is not enough to just block the frontmost job. If you just block the frontmost job, somebody somewhere will fill up the job, and then you get all this citizen is stranded business again. Are you buffoons now telling me that we need to do this block by block, yeah? Is this what it boils down to? Yeah, anyways, I'm no 5 minutes in and I'm already talking mean to my dwarves. But, you know, I can't help it if it is necessary, right? A giant. Those poor guys. They always come up to die here. So we're going to slap open that wall. This is such a small water reservoir. I have little to no worries about that. So the help of gears is on their way to intercept this thing before it reaches our fortress. I mean, giants are, in all honesty, pretty harmless. Let's see, what did this guy kill so far? Yeah, an elf. 110 years ago. So, not really anything we need to be too worried about. Dabbling in all fighting skills, I don't know. Giants are, for a fully trained fighting force, not really any risk whatsoever. Kind of sad. I would really wish that these mythological creatures would somehow pack a bit more of a punch. I don't know how you guys see that, but I personally keep being underwhelmed by the attacks of these creatures every single time. So, alright, just figured we are also finally at the point where we can put floorboards on the rest of the ground. Finally. If I remember correctly, this is the last level that we need to floor like this. Nice. Okay. Back down here. Let's see what we're going to find behind the doors. Nothing particularly troublesome here. That's good. Now we just need to take care of these little magma cavities everywhere. Okay. Another treasure. Sarol Nish. Another blowgun. This world and its blowguns. They're really crazy about blowguns here, I gotta say. Water! There we go. So that looks like a solid to me. Okay, this place can dry up too. So we can carve out those. Nice. At least some serious progress happening today. Over here, we're quenching that fire. Can we? Yes, we can. Just hope we're not going to invite any baddies to hatch out of that. Now that I think more closely about it, we're not gonna. Yeah, there's just too much risk involved in that. If there is a monster in that cavity and it punch a hole there, it can't just go full on wherever I want to go into my fort. And this is something I don't really like that. Truly understand. Okay, then next step. No, BNF. There we go. So, doing my best here to stay ahead of disaster. But all in all, we're making just very, very fine progress. So finally I can slap open a hole into that area there so I can finally quench the fires of hell. Yay! So, cabinet production is mandated. Well, it's been about time. I started furnishing these rooms the other day, but somehow cabinets didn't come together at all. It's not because we were lacking the talk. It's just that we are flooded with other work orders all the day. Which kind of like makes the problem happen. So, I was wondering, does it go now? Yeah, maybe this is way to go. So this is an intelligent way of locking the jobs. There we go. Let's just keep it like that. And I finally got myself a castle courtyard. Nice, isn't it? I mean, we're far away from being done with it yet, but get closer. Oh, come on, Jurist. You had one job. Some sections of the wall. I don't know what to say. So, there's diamonds burning. But since diamonds can burn very, very long, I'm not worried about that at all. Burn time of diamonds is stupidly high. Alright, so let's fire up that pump. Or, no, we're not. Just realized that last episode I actually managed to flood some of my people into a magma puddle, and let's just say the outcome was not really good for the person in question. Yeah, this is a solid hunkaroni here. Jeez. Nice. That is very, very lucky here. Because that means the most of the things here are already safe. Alright. Can't wait for all that magma to be finally gone, you know. And then, I think in 1 or 2 episodes, we're finally going to be able to extract our first strands of adamantine. It's been a very, very long trip to get there, I must admit. I didn't expect it to be that much of a hard trip, too. But yeah, here we are. Okay. Yeah. We're definitely here, so close to the semi-molten rock that I am no longer afraid of digging around here. I will, though, set up some glass flooring here still, at least into that sector, just to be safe. Don't want to have something I'm very, very sad about in the last few miles. There we go. So, this one is finally eligible to be tunneled without any problems. Because we can now just dump more water on it. There we go. The burning gemstones will be quenched one day. We can now stop this, as this is not necessary anymore. There we go. Progress. Progress the way I like it. And here's yet another magma pocket. Jeez, it's really a lot of magma there. And this time we can't really quench it from up above, sadly. And you see, this is the reason why I keep scrying that much. Because you can't be really, really sure up until the very end. Okay. And I think in this scenario, yeah, we need to do the lever method again. As we would kill the person in question if we would be unlocking the door manually. That would be just a death sentence to the dwarf in question. I don't like that. We can't reach it from above either, because there's too much semi-molten rock in the way. So, yeah. Is what it is. We have a child throwing tantrums now more regularly. This is something I need to be very, very careful about. Tantruming children can or often grow haggard, and that ends up in mass murdering sprees, eventually. Not always, but it can. So I gotta be really careful about that. Turns out our society is struggling with the permanent adamantine extraction stress. Or, well, should rather say the construction of the mine itself. But, yeah. At the end of the day, these things are very, very interchangeable. So let's see if they can get it done this time. I have my doubts by now. But we'll see about that. Alright, that's done. Can now shut off the pump. And slam a hole in the ground here. And we're just going to do the same thing again. Just yet another one. Because there's just way too much water down there. I don't feel well with having to extract that stuff old school. Doesn't sit well with me. Somebody got injured. Sorry to hear that. Okay, so now we're going to get started here. We're going to get started from two different directions so we can at least share the workforce. Yeah, now I need to peel it block by block so it doesn't accidentally smash somebody. Is what it is. Here that lever must be linked to a switch, because like I said previously, we can't open it manually. It doesn't work at all. Yeah, the dwarven child starts to attack people now. Think I need to isolate the kid. Do the special haggard people treatment. It's not a fun treatment, is all I can say. Yeah, well, there's quite a lot of stuff in my way here, but not much more. That's the positive take of all that. And yeah, now the next task is to just take it block by block. Yep. Block by block we go. And yeah, now we really need to take down this person here. There's one serpent person in my fortress that it's not happening here. We need to get rid of that serpent person there. Yes. Yeah. And lag attack. Just a small one, but I bet that somewhere out there, just a patrol of enemies spawned. Alright. This is always the worst thing. But if I would just be cutting that block here, I would let all these fall to the ground and they'd be smashing down below into the pasture then. Because that's just gravity. Gravity is strong in this game. Alright, sometimes you get lucky and you have somebody who's taking up a string of commands, like I have it here. Sometimes you don't, like you see it down there. Same situation, but the same worker was like, nah, not my job. It's just what it is. That's why I didn't want to remove this in the first place. That's exactly the reason why. Because it's a hell of a job to get it done. But sometimes you get lucky like I do here. And you get the people to do several tasks at once. Until they don't anymore. It's just, yeah. I'm happy once I'm done with it. I don't regret that I'm doing it, in all honesty, not a little bit. Because it is very, very good to be rid of that pod here. Because it just looks better without. Having a proper castle yard was something that I never managed to do before. Therefore, I'm really cherishing that. But yeah. This is one of my least favorite things to do in Dwarf Fortress. So I realized that the chance of the same person picking up the task is better if they're not standing on the grid that they're supposed to remove. But yeah. It's all sort of random. We're going to get it done over the course of the time, is all I can say. Good. So, another floor grate. Wonderful. Things are getting together right now. So, opening up that door, so it's gonna be magmarific for a second. But since the staircases are so far south of that, I'm not really worried. Famous last words. Yo, jokes aside, we're doing really, really well. So, let's store it up and see what we can find. Recently discovered that this whole just set up a door and see what happens thing is working on out quite decently for me. So you crazy wall builders, how's life? That part goes down clean. That part's done. Hey, I'm proud of you boys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it too wide down here? No, it just looks as if. So here we go again. Well, I'm gonna take it slow this time, so the granite issues can't be as heavy. There we go. Got that part. So we can remove all the stuff now. Smack open that floorboard so this stuff can flow out as well. We getting there, friends. We getting there. So, oh shoot, I need to stop what they're doing because they're doing too much of it. There we go. Alright. Due to the ramp, we can go downstairs here. But we can't do much more than that. So, with all the doors, we can take a look inside there. Alrighty. Since there's so much semi-molten rock around there, I'm also taking some more risks here. Just realized though that I don't want these mining tasks right now before this year is done. Wee bit too afraid that somebody comes on by mining and then gets flooded or something like that. Okay, so furthermore, I'll be just removing one part of the bridge at a time. Oh, so this one here still has his fans. Fire fart. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm always relieved when it's just a fire fart, you see. Alrighty, but that was a really, really big piece of progress again. You see, these 3 doors, they really helped us out. As a matter of fact. I think I can't do this like that. It's just a wee bit of water. Gonna get this done. Okay. So I'll be putting another floorboard on top of that, and then we're going to start pumping it again. Nice. Who got himself stranded yet again? Oh, gosh. You guys. How can a single dwarf be so dumb? Sorry. I'm just asking questions here. So, I really don't know how to help this poor guy. Well, I think this'll help. So supposedly somebody took up the job to dig this ramp, so I'll be very interested about that. So got to take that again. I mean, somebody must be able to get there, right? There we go. I'm feeling slightly shocked though if I look down there and I see 3 groups of dwarves stranded. This is a little bit much on the drama scale. You surely understand. Yeah. It's just like cats. You don't watch them for a moment and they get themselves into all kinds of trouble. At least the cats that you let roam free out in there. Free roaming cats. I don't know if there's a English definition for that. German there is. Free roaming cats. All right. So, well, the majority of this is done. So I'm really happy right now. The majority of the job is done. They still mess themselves up quite hard when it comes down to the order of wall placement. It just doesn't work out as it stands. As you see, they just keep doing that. So I think I don't know what to think anymore. We're going to do something like that, I think. Okay. But, yeah. It is not as if we are not making any progress whatsoever. It is just that at some points we have very unforeseeable issues at hand. Let's call it like that. So, I'll be emptying this water pocket now as well. So we can finally get ourselves a proper picture of what's happening there. A treasure of the gods. A ruddy metal figurine of a nightmare. Wow. Alright. That was cool. Properly badass. So, yeah, here, again, one dwarf managed to run up the wall somehow. Anybody is confused or even weirded out by me comparing my dwarves with cats. You just haven't had any cats that brought themselves into trouble, don't you? So, anyways, it's just flippin' weird is all. Ah, here, look at that. So we don't need to do anything further. Not a fire fart popped. That's excellent. So I can't know what's behind there, sadly. But I do know that we have a really large area here. Whoopsie. That we can now dig out. There we go. A granite armor stand. Neat. So, all Craftsdorf ship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round, brilliant cut pinfire opals, studded with pig iron, decorated with dog leather, and encircled with bands of rectangular granite cabochon and emerald-cut clear diamonds. This object is adorned with hanging rings of pig iron and menaces with spikes of granite. On the item is an image of a circle in granite. On the item is an image of dwarfs in shore. The dwarfs are laboring. The artwork relates to the foundation of Rockhold, the gift of shadow. Ah, wonderful. I like it. This really, really means a lot to me. Okay, an untitled letter without a particular subject. It has a very serious tone. It is very concise. Okay. A letter. Just a random letter. Sure, why not? Alright, and there we go again. I mean, by now, I gotta say, I have a very clear pacing with my adamantine mines. So, building safety should be magma. So, putting in some doors wherever they can do something for us, you see. There's another place for a door. Definitely here too. Definitely there too. I somehow have discovered for myself the wonderful usefulness of these. I can remove that one. I mean, you have so many corners where you can ogle into with proper door placement. It's just nice. Pretty sure that there's nothing to be gleaned here. We're on the semi-molten rock side already. So, my good friend, it's been my pleasure. I hope you had a good time. That one is really cracking me up. And yeah, feel free to come back next time and leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. Check out the description box. I'd be very, very happy to have you folks. And feel free to support the channel. Feel free to come back again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting if you do. And yeah, see you all next time. Bye-bye.